Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Up front, lined up, it's first down. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
Here's the second down play. And he drops back in the gun. Grab down the middle. It's Jimenez. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Quick throw caught on the left side. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So the first drive of the game, instead of punting and pinning the opponent deep, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to run the option. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Keeping it on the ground here. And that run produces a decent gain. Makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. Defense is coming after him. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Rebels. This quarterback on fire today.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's caught downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. On the run, it's Stowe. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Finds an open target on the left side. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Longhorns pick up enough to get a first down there. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Jimenez. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't block in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. With sure hands, it's Daniel. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Short pass finds the tight end. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the wideout goes in motion. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He can be the quarterback safety blanket.
Solid gain, moves the ball up to the 47. It'll be first down. Looking for a gap, it's Morton. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Second down after that previous play. They'll hand it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And the Rebels have first and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's got it inside the 10. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss. So they find the reliable tight end, he makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, you got a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
Point after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The pass is caught. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Texas. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk is beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Texas. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling. So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for a deep completion. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Rebels. Just ran away from the defense. Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Trying to find some room. It's dull. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walk out, and you can take advantage of it.
And it's incomplete. He just dropped a little screen pass, and that's going to bring up 4th down. The Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
The completion sets up a second down play. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Here's a serious gamble, folks. Coach going for it, backed up near his own end zone. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Lets it go quickly. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Chris, I just don't get it. You're inside your own red zone, and you're going for it here. You might as well just give the opponent the ball and a chance to score an easy touchdown.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Texas.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff in a single back formation. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Longhorns. So we're all tied up after that one, Kirk. A potential shootout on our hands here.
Yeah, the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
And they'll set up with a PAT. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Texas.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Rebels offense is back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. And now the handoff.
Ball carried.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
He'll drop back here on 3rd down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Texas offense comes back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Picks up the first, looking for more. That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the first down.
What a nice game here by this Texas quarterback. And I can't help, Chris, but to think about guys like Vince Young, who did it as well as any quarterback maybe ever in college football, being that dual-threat guy. And, of course, Colt McCoy, who took over right after Vince left and won so many games. And now you're seeing a quarterback trying to live up to that great tradition.
He'll hand it off. Second down after that run on the previous play. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Third down after that running play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Makes a quick grab. Gets some space around the 30. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And he stopped after 84 yards, so 2nd and 6. The Longhorns move into the red zone. Hands off to the left. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Longhorns line up with a 1st and goal. Grab behind the line, it's Daniel. Touchdown, Texas. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, is a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver. And I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Texas.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Oh, here comes the reverse. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackle, but first down.
First down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The Rebels line up on 1st and 10 now. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He flips it to the back across the middle. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle made after the completion.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Second down after that completion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's running out of time here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential four-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. That's a design quarterback keeper. He's got room looking for the end zone. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT is good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First and 10 now for the offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. There's a screen pass to the running back. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And then first down, right back to the running game. Oh, and he breaks free. He's got room to run now. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. This one is incomplete, right in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, it's an incompletion here, and I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the...
Just excellent execution here by the offense. They've set themselves up nicely now into the red zone to see if they can come up with a touchdown.
And the Rebels looking to cash in the red zone. Big throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the market.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Pass caught. Can he get in?
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
And the Rebels will try to keep this drive moving. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Rebels. And they go in front here in the second half. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the quarterback dropping back. And he gets there, runs it into the end zone to make it a 5-point game.
Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Short completion, a third down play coming up. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, the RPO gives you more options on your play. It can confuse the defense a bit as well. Here, they trust the quarterback to be able to make the right decision and get the football into the hands of the playmaker.
Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. Will hand it off. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive. Running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Quick throw. The catch is made. So now it's 3rd and short from the +25. They're in field goal range. Let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. QB to the tight end for a completion. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Just a brilliant game for this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
And he'll run it into the end zone. The lead up to 3 points now. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Texas.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
First down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a quick grab. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
What an impressive job here by this quarterback to work through his progressions, had the time to be able to read the defense properly, then eventually finds the underneath route for a first down.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
The Rebels pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Testing the right side here. Gets into space at the 50. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Now here comes the bunch formation. The back's got it. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Same tailback, another carry. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Long enough and good. The game is now tied.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Longhorns offense takes the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Breaking free at the 35. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Caught in the backfield. It's dull. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Jimenez. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. He hands it off from the gun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. The gain makes it second and medium. Short throw complete to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Longhorns are in the red zone. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he's brought down at about the 3-yard line. So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Trying to find room. It's Vasquez. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what
Touchdown, Texas. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
They'll try to add to the lead now with PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Quick completion to the tight end. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. And the Rebels will line up on 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
Excluding the extra point, we are dead even here in the final quarter. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Here's the option play. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Wideouts now clustered. Quick pass, the catch is made. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. And the back now goes in motion. Got to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Slides the quick throw. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball, You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Running back has it on the screen now. And he never had a chance. Tackle in the backfield.
Trying to bait this defensive line to believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Breaks it. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Longhorns. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
PAT is up and good. We lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. Good enough for the first down to the 37. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
First down here for this offense. He shreds the tackle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And the same runner's got it again. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. The offense now operating in empty. Second down, looking to throw it. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. The Rebels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. We've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Important 2nd down play coming up. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the stop after the completion. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Oh, he just missed his receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the 4th quarter, 4th and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. 4th down, looking to throw for it. He's got it, enough for a 1st down. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Chris, that's positive yards on 1st and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
2nd down and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Well, the defense is holding on for dear life. They've got a lead. It's late in the game. Just trying to keep this offense out of the end zone.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Rebels. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Well, Chris, this is exactly what they needed to do. Put a touchdown up on the board. They pull within 1 in a playoff game. And now it's decision time. Do you tie the game up or potentially take the lead?
You still need this extra point at the top. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win in regulation? They're going to run it here. That'll pick up a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. A quick throw out left, complete. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll stop him on a small gain here. Tried to run for it on 3rd and long and came up well short. The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here's the second down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Trying for a pick 6 to win the game. A takeaway, and that will seal the victory.
Oh, no. They may have just cost themselves the game with this interception. That's the last thing you can afford to do in overtime. Now it simply comes down to, can you stop your opponent from scoring, or the game is over.
So here we go. This defense needing to come up with something special here. Make a play to keep hope alive in this game. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down play coming up for this offense. The shotgun running play call. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So we'll set up now for a field goal to win the game. A moment every kicker dreams about. And he's got it, an overtime game winner. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Herb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.